Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Bob Parsenko for this one. Amy controls Unstable Shapeshifter, and she plays Meddling Mage, for which she names Lightning Bolt. Some turns later, Nick manages to kill the Meddling Mage. Can Nick now play Lightning Bolt? Alright, so this is a really interesting question, and before we get to the main question, I wanted to talk a little bit about what would happen if you clone a Meddling Mage. This is very closely related to the original, and it brings up a couple of important points that I wanted to highlight with this ruling. So, if you clone a Meddling Mage, what will happen? And there's a couple of important things that we need to know. First of all, if you have something come into play as a copy of a permanent, you are not going to copy any of the choices for that permanent. Rather, your clone is going to get that ability that says the named card can't be cast, but it will also get the ability of Meddling Mage that says, as it enters the battlefield, name a card. And then you would name a card for the clone. You could name the same one or a different one, it doesn't matter. Now, the other interesting thing about this is that the abilities on Meddling Mage are linked. That means that the ability that says you can't play the named card only cares about the card that was named for that specific Meddling Mage. If you have multiple Meddling Mages in play, or if you have something that's a copy of a Meddling Mage in play, then each one is only going to care about the card that was named for its specific name a card ability. It isn't going to care about any of the other ones. That means that if the clone dies, then you can play the card that the clone had named. Likewise, if the original Meddling Mage dies, you can play the card that it named. Now we're in a really good spot to talk about what will happen with the Unstable Shapeshifter question. So, just like before, the Unstable Shapeshifter is going to become a copy of Meddling Mage. That means it's going to acquire both of the named card can't be played and the enters the battlefield you get to name a card abilities from the original Meddling Mage. However, in this case, we have a little bit of an issue. That is, if you become a copy of a new permanent, then that is not considered by the game to be entering the battlefield. Unfortunately, this means that you will not be able to name a card with the Unstable Shapeshifter. That means that the Unstable Shapeshifter's ability that says you can't play the named card is not going to be referring to any card, which means that ability is going to do nothing at all. So, after the original Meddling Mage is killed, Nick will be able to play any card he wants, because there isn't going to be any cards that the Unstable Shapeshifter's copy of Meddling Mage is going to be preventing you from casting. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.